On the 18th of September 2025, the Centre for the Study of Islam in the UK at Cardiff University celebrated its 20th anniversary.
We were delighted to welcome nearly 200 guests to our celebration, many of them coming from national and local Muslim community organisations, from civic society, as well as from academia.
Well-known radio and television celebrity Jason Mohammed compared the event, and there were speeches from the Deputy Director of the Centre and Secretary-General of the Muslim Council of Wales, Dr. Abdul-Azim Ahmed, University Vice-Chancellor Wendy Larner, and former Secretary-General of the Muslim Council of Wales, Saleem Kidwai. There's also a video message from Yusuf Islam.
I'm pleased to send my congratulations to the Cardiff University and Islam UK Centre on the 20th anniversary. I do remember the day that it was launched back in 2005. I had the honour of actually being there, and I do remember the children's songs which lifted everybody's hearts on that beautiful occasion.
The musician, formerly known as Cat Stevens, is perhaps best known for declaring on television that he supported the killing of Salman Rushdie after the author's book Satanic Verses was published and a fatwa issued by then Iranian leader Ayatollah Khomeini.
The sun has just set, Yusuf Islam, behind your Islamic Centre at Islington. You've completed your fourth prayer of the day. Time for supper? You go to eat at a little halal restaurant near your Islamic Centre in Islington. As you're halfway through your meal, you suddenly recognize a man at a nearby table. He's an author. His name is Salman Rushdie. What do you do?
Depends on my mood that evening. I mean, I may concentrate more on my meal, or I may concentrate on the... I can't answer that very clearly.
You don't think that this man deserves to die?
Who? Salman Rushdie?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And do you have a duty to be his executioner?
No, not necessarily, unless we were in an Islamic state and I was ordered, let's say, by the judge or by the authority to carry out such an act, perhaps, yes.
In his speech, Dr. Ahmed introduced the team.
We have Riaz Timol, who's done the largest project on imams in Britain. Everyone talks about imams. What do they actually do? What's their background? And again, with clear policy outputs. Maulana Haroon Sidat, who's researching, at the moment, Islamic pedagogy, historically and now.
In an interview, Sidat explained that the rights of fellow humans can only be fulfilled when there is an Islamic government.
You can only fulfill the rights of fellow human beings when you have an Islamic government, because they're meant to be the most just, divinely revealed sort of religion. So because there's an absence of that, and they can't enforce it, right? You can't have your right fulfilled. There's an easing of laws pertaining to rights of fellow human beings.
Britain is a Dar al-Harb, abode of war. Every devout Muslim should work to ensure the world becomes a Dar al-Islam, a world governed by Sharia law, where non-Muslims will be second-class citizens, or dhimmis, and subject to the paying of a tax or jizya.
Quran that we look at there in Mecca and early Medina was about basically values, morality, theology. It was less about laws, it was less about legislation, it was more about being metaphysically situated in non-Muslim environments. So there's a lot of rich meaning that we can get from that as well. Now, legally, when Muslims live in places like Britain, for example, which legally we would classify Britain as Darul Harb, right? Which is, if you translate it, it's abode of war.
This expansionist ideology is evident in the Hamas Charter.
The day that enemies usurp part of Muslim land, jihad becomes the individual duty of every Muslim. In face of the Jews' usurpation of Palestine, it is compulsory that the banner of jihad be raised. To do this requires the diffusion of Islamic consciousness among the masses. both on the regional, Arab and Islamic levels. It is necessary to instill the spirit of jihad in the heart of the nation so that they would confront the enemies and join the ranks of the fighters.
Dr. Ahmed explains that Islam is a Welsh religion.
Islam's a Welsh religion. I used to make the point that, Muslims have been doing Ramadan and Eid as long as there's been a nationalised Stedford for Wales.
In his sermon during the Eid celebration at Blackweir Fields, Cardiff in 2026, Shayk Ali Hammuda, a visiting imam at Al-Mana Mosque in Cardiff, used verses from the Quran to demonize the children of Israel.
Allah said, "Glory be to the one who took his servant Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on the night journey from Al-Masjid al-Haram in Mecca to Al-Masjid al-Aqsa in Palestine, whose surroundings we have blessed, so that we may show him from our signs. Indeed, Allah is to see him and know him." And then that's it. The surah then focuses on something else. 111 verses of Surah Al-Isra, and only one of them is treating the title, which is the night journey. From Ayah 2 onwards, the shift attempt moves to one land, to one community, one pattern of corruption, and one future. The land of Palestine, its occupiers, and those who push back. The ifsad, the corruption, the ulum, the arrogance, as though Surah Al-Isra is giving a window, a glimpse into the future. And you will be surprised that Surah Al-Isra has another name, Surah Bani Israel, the chapter of the children of Israel. How miraculous is the book of Allah Almighty. The Quran is giving us a blueprint, the map, the predictions, the prophecies of what is going to happen, and the tools that are required by the Muslims in order to deal with tyranny. From around the middle of Surah Al-Isra, the Quran goes on to speak about the manifesto of Shaytan, the one responsible for this arrogance, the one responsible for this ulum, this corruption and tyranny, blackmailing and control on the land of Israel. Much of this is happening in the name of religion. The Quran says it goes back to Shaytan and those who choose to follow him. So look at these ethics mentioned in Surah Al-Isra, one after the other. It is not a coincidence. It begins with religion, tawheed and parents. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Your Lord has instructed you to worship him without any partners and to be good to your mother and father. Then another ethic straight after it, the prohibition of child murder. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ. Do not kill children from the fear of poverty. And then the taking care of family. وَآتِ ذَا الْقُرْبَى حَقَّهُ وَالْمِسْكِينَ وَابْنَ السَّبِيلِ وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ تَبْذِيرًا. And then the prohibition of fornication straight after it. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Don't go near fornication. And then the importance of giving due measure in trade. وَأَوْفُوا الْكَيْلَ إِذَا كِلْتُمْ وَزِنُوا بِالْقِسْطَاسِ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. And then the pursuit of truth, never lie. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ. And then the prohibition of arrogance. وَلَا تَمْشِي فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا. Don't walk on the earth with arrogance. Is it a coincidence? Ethic after ethic. After telling us of the manifesto of Shaytan, who wants to pull man, as if to say, if your religion is on point and your ethics are protected, then Shaytan has no power over you and all of his allies as well. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.
In 2016, the Daily Mail published a recording of Shayk Ali Hammuda explaining to Muslim youngsters in Wales that Islam allowed them to take as sex slaves women captured in war. A letter condemning the Daily Mail article was signed by nearly 40 religious leaders. The letter stated,
"This scrutiny of Al-Manar has continued sadly, with the Daily Mail and others insinuating that Shayk Ali Hammuda is a radical and even a persona non grata within Wales. This accusation is bizarre and certainly unfounded. He is a well-respected, young, knowledgeable imam. His vocal position against not only religious extremism but also political extremism, racism and bigotry is well known, recognized and respected. by those within the Welsh Muslim community and by all mosques.
The signatories included Dr. Abdul-Azim Ahmed and Saleem Kidwai from the Muslim Council of Wales. Saleem Kidwai explains the importance of educating the youth.
Today Muslims still face challenges, but we have reasons to be hopeful. As I said in 2005, the youth are our future. I know the Islam Center UK will continue to equip young Muslims with the knowledge and research to transform society for the better.
On the iLEAD website, it states,
iLEAD is an abbreviation for Islamic leadership, established in 2011 by Professor Saleem Kidwai, former Secretary General of the Muslim Council of Wales. Our mission is to empower Muslim youth to become the next generation of leaders through skills-based training and Islamic principles taken from the Quran and Sunnah.
On Saturday the 13th of September 2025, iLEAD hosted a talk by Shayk Hasan Ali. Muslim leaders had an opportunity to meet the Sheikh at a dinner in Cardiff. Included in the number was Mansur Ali from the Centre for the Study of Islam in the UK. In his talk, Shayk Hasan Ali explained to the Muslim leaders of tomorrow that Jewish states never lasted for more than 80 years and that because of its transgressions, Israel had forfeited the right to exist. At the 20th anniversary of the Centre for the Study of Islam in the UK, Cardiff University Vice-Chancellor Wendy Larner explained why she was so proud of the centre.
One of the very special things about this centre is the way that it has evolved through those deeply reciprocal partnerships with Muslim organisations and with the broader academic community in the field of British Muslim studies. Many of you are in the room, and I do want to take the opportunity to begin by saying, Diolch yn fawr, thank you so much to all of you who have been in some way part of the centre's growth and flourishing, particularly those of you connected to the Muslim Council of Wales and also the very generous philanthropic support of the Jameel Education Foundation. Now, I'm immensely proud of what the staff of the centre have achieved over the last 20 years. Their work exemplifies so much of what Cardiff University stands for as a global civic university, rooted in a deep commitment to local people and local communities, while at the same time having a global outlook.
On October the 7th, 2023, Hamas fighters invaded Israel and engaged in sadistic acts of barbarity on Israeli civilians that were designed to necessitate a response. In a report titled Silenced No More, it states,
Hamas and its collaborators use sexual torture to maximize pain and suffering. Victims endured brutal acts, including burning, mutilation, rape, restraining, forced insertion of objects into the genitalia, shootings to the faces and genital area, killings and abuses in front of family members, and executions. Many victims were found handcuffed, bound, or otherwise physically restrained. Extreme forms of sexual and gender-based violence continued against hostages in captivity for prolonged periods, inflicted on both women and men. Those who survived and those who witnessed these crimes suffer severe and enduring physical and psychological injuries. This kind of sexualized torture leaves a distinct and lasting imprint on society, producing a form of terror that extends far beyond the immediate victims and long after the killings themselves.
In 2022, Cardiff University academic Abyd Quinn Aziz won an award for excellence in equality, diversity and inclusion. Quinn Aziz is a supporter of Hamas and a campaigner for the eradication of Israel. After the Hamas atrocities of October the 7th, he posted, "At least we will die with our heads held high." Quinn Aziz explains what the centre means for him.
The centre is really important, and it feels unique as well because it brings together researchers and students and people who are interested in Islam.
On the Cardiff University website, Abyd Quinn Aziz explains that you can find out more about him and his work by following his personal Twitter account. His profile picture on his X account includes a call to globalise the Intifada. In the conclusion to her speech, Wendy Larner said,
"It's been a wonderful 20 years, and I wish them continued success for the next 20 years. Diolch yn fawr again, croeso to you all."